everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought we would delve into the world of diamond painting, a slight deviation from our usual colouring, but honestly this is just as fun and relaxing. Also, when you get a creative block from colouring and you're not sure what colours to choose or what book to colour in, pick up a diamond painting because you don't need to think about colours or anything else. It's all laid out for you. It is another perfect hobby for mindfulness, and on another note, you can actually concentrate on your Netflix while you're doing it. I have done a couple of diamond paintings before, and be warned, they are so addictive. So this is my most recent diamond painting purchase from Home Craftology. This is not sponsored. I will put the link to their website down below, and I just want to share with you a few tips and tricks that I've picked up along the way that might help you out if you're a beginner to diamond painting. So this is everything you will receive inside your kit. First of all, we have our adhesive canvas here. Now you can get the kits in all different sizes. Bear in mind, the larger the size, the more detail you're going to get in your finished product. So the one I have here is 40 centimeters by 55 centimeters, so it is one of the larger kits. And I also have here what is called a full drill, which just means that you complete the entire picture using the diamond drills. You can get half drills where some of the picture, usually the background, is already pre-coloured and only some elements of the picture will need you to put drills. Now you can also get kits with square or round drills. I personally prefer the square drills as I like the completed look better, and that's what I'm going to be showing you today. These are the square drills here. So in the kit, you will receive everything you need to complete the diamond painting. This includes all of your drills, a drill pen, a tray for your drills, some red wax, and some tweezers. And this kit even comes with a pen grip to put over the pen to make it easier on your fingers. And you will also receive a colour chart. This is a picture of what the final diamond painting is going to look like, and your colour chart will have the drill ID number here, which is the number you will find on your packet, and the corresponding symbol, which will be on your adhesive canvas. Your kit will most likely arrive rolled up like this. So my first tip for you guys is for uncurling the edges and how to get your canvas to lay flat. Now it is quite simple. All you need to do is peel back the plastic a little bit at each corner, and I will show you what I mean. See how the edges aren't sitting flat here? Just going to go in. Peel it back a little bit, stick it back down to the opposite corner, stick it back down. Now that might get it completely flat, or you might need to do the other opposite corners. This one's fairly flat, but I'll pull it back anyway. And there you have your nice flat canvas for you to start putting on your drills. Next, you're going to want to prep your canvas. Now, I'm left-handed, so I like to work from the right to the left, as that's what I find works best for me. Now, with the wax paper that covers your canvas, you can just peel it back and either roll it or fold it backwards, but I do find that that gets in the way, especially when you're working with one of these big canvases. So I like to cut the wax paper off in manageable sized pieces. And to cut the wax paper off, I just use a craft knife. This is the one I use, and I will link it down below. If you don't have a craft knife, find a sharp knife or even the edge of a pair of scissors, just so you can lightly score the paper. So just grab a ruler to get yourself a straight line. You can measure your pieces if you like. I just cut them randomly. And I'm going to cut off and work on a little edge piece here I do normally work right to left, but we'll work on an edge piece so you can see how I normally start my canvases. Now you don't want to press hard as it could cut the canvas. You don't need to use a lot of pressure either, as it doesn't take much to cut through the paper. Okay, now just peel that off. Okay. There we go. Any little bits that are still stuck on, just peel them off with your tweezers. Now, don't throw out the paper, as we will use this when we start to drill down. So drill down just means putting the diamonds onto your sticky canvas. Sometimes you might hear the diamonds called drills instead of diamonds. And what the paper is going to do for us is to stop your hand from sticking to the canvas as you work. Now you'll notice that the sticky glue extends out a little further from the edge of the diamond painting here. With this, I just rip off a piece of washi tape and stick it over the edge. Now the reason I use washi tape is because it's not super sticky, so it comes off fairly easily. If some does stick to the glue, then just use your tweezers that come in the pack to help lift up any pieces that are struggling to come off, just as you saw me do here with a little bit of the wax paper. And I'm just going to place that right on the edge there. Now the reason I cover the glue on the edges is so I can use a ruler when I place diamonds on the edge of the canvas, and it keeps them all in a straight line, and I'll show you as we start to place our drills. So your diamonds or your drills will come in little sealed bags like these, and they'll have the number printed on the packet. It might be hard to see because it is black on this diamond, but all you need to do is cut open the corner. So you can always keep them in these bags if you like, and just use some tape, not washi tape as it isn't strong enough. You're going to need something stronger, something like a Scotch tape to stick it back down so the jewels won't fall out. Personally though, I prefer to store mine in these little containers, like a little bead container here. I will add the link down below for where to find these. And I've got them stored in the container in numerical order, and I've also written the symbol on there as well. And it just makes it easier to find the colour you're looking for, and it's also easier to tip into your sorting tray, and to any that are left over to tip them back into your little containers here as well. So speaking of the sorting tray, the tray actually has these little ridges on it. Now these help the diamonds to sit the right way up, and inside these little lines in little rows to make it easier to pick them up, whether you're picking them up individually or you might want to pick up multiples at once. So what you need to do is pour some of the diamonds into the tray. Don't put in too many. And then what you need to do is give it a little shake side to side, and then also forwards and backwards. Just put your finger over the top of the funnel so they don't go flying everywhere. And just try and get them as upright as possible and in those lines. Now, when you're finished colouring the section, you can just use the funnel end to pour the drills back into your storage container or back into your bags. So just give it a bit of a tap, and pack them away. And if one falls, you can lift it up with the back of your hand, back of your finger, and in it goes. Now the drill pen that comes with the pack is single-sided. This allows you to pick up only one drill at a time. Sometimes it comes with an attachment for the opposite end of the drill pen, which allows for multiple drills to be picked up at once. That drill pen will look something like this one here. Now this drill pen was handmade for me by my dad. It is wood and resin, but the longer end here allows you to pick up multiple drills at once. So if you have a row of the same symbol, like these diamond symbols here, you could add a few at a time. So pick up a few and place them. This will save you some time if you wish. Personally, I prefer to just add them one at a time. Now to prepare your drill pen, you will need to push the end of it into the wax that comes with the pack to embed the wax into the end of the pen. Now the wax will have a plastic film on it that you just need to pull off on one side only. Now the wax can come in a plastic container like it has done now. Sometimes it does just come on its own. If it is on its own, then keep the plastic cover that you've just pulled off the wax, and when you're not using it, you can just place it back on just to keep it clean. Otherwise, if it comes in the plastic container, I just leave the plastic cover off. Now the purpose of the wax is so you can pick the drills up and place them onto the sticky canvas. So some people do prefer to use blue tack rather than the wax that is provided. So that is something else you could try instead, but I quite like the wax and I haven't had any issues using it so far. So all you need to do is, as you can see from the drill pen, the end of it there is empty, there's nothing in it. And just push your pen into the wax, and there you can see the hole in the wax, and you can see it is now embedded in the end of the pen. Okay, now it has extended a little bit there, so all I do is push it in. You don't want it sticking out. And now our drill pen is ready to go. So to place your drills, you'll need to pick a symbol to begin with. So I have picked S, and I'll just zoom you in a little bit further. So we're going to start here on the edge, and I've picked S. We've got our drills in our sorting tray, ready to go. Okay, and my preference is always to do the edge first. Now the reason why is so I can get it lined up with a ruler, and then I can work inwards from there. And the washi tape is stopping the ruler from sticking to the glue on the outside. So we hold our ruler straight on the edge, and all you do is we have charged our drill pen here with the wax already. So just pick up your first drill, and we're going to place it on the edge. Zoom in a bit further. And we just keep continuing like that. Now, when there are large amounts of one symbol, like here, a good way to do it is what's called cross hatching. and that helps the drills line up better as you put them in. So cross-hatching is basically you're just going to fill in every second one and then the opposite down here. So you're crisscrossing the drills. So one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And then once you're finished, you go back in and you fill in the gaps, and it should all fit nice and squarely in there. So the next thing I'd like to show you is a light pad. Now a light pad is very useful if you're having a hard time seeing the symbols on the canvas, or even if you're colouring at night time, you need that extra little bit of light to be able to see the symbols properly. Now the light pad I've got here is A4 in size. I will link it down below as well. It's connected here by a USB, it's plugged into a USB port. And it does have 3 different lighting settings. Let me just turn off my ring light and I will show you the settings. And then it gets brighter from there. That's its brightest setting. And if you see the symbols now, I'll just slide this under and you can see the difference it makes in being able to view those symbols. So that's with the light and then without the light. Next, I'm going to show you how to seal your diamond painting. First of all, you are going to need a rolling pin. If by some chance you don't own a rolling pin, you could use a drinking glass or a bottle. They do sell rollers for diamond painting on places like Amazon, but honestly, you don't need it. And all you're going to do is use the rolling pin and run it over your diamond painting, back and forth and on different angles. And that is to ensure that all the drills are clicked in place properly. Listen to this. So satisfying. And just do it over the whole, oh, listen to the clicks. Just do it until you can't hear any more clicking. Okay, once you've done that, you just scan over your diamond painting and check to see if any of the drills have popped out at all or any are missing before we start to seal it. To seal my diamond painting, I'm going to be using my Mod Podge One Coat Gloss finish with my Mod Podge brush applicator. Now you want to use an applicator which is kind of firm, so the bristles are actually quite soft, but as you can see here, there's not much give in them, which will help to get the product between the drills. So I also have an old Tupperware lid here, which I'm going to pour the Mod Podge into, and also a damp cloth. You don't want the cloth wet, just damp, as we'll be using it to wipe the product off the top of the drill. So as you can see, it's wet, but you know, it's damp, there's no water coming out of it. We want the product to fall between the drills to stick them together, but not on top, as it might affect the look of the drills. So we're going to wipe the product off the top. Okay, so then we are going to load the brush by dipping the tips into the product. So I'm just going to pour it into the tray. And dip the tip of your brush into the product like so. And we're going to apply it with sweeping motions, and we're going to do it in little sections so we can wipe as we go. And once you've finished, you're going to need to clean your brush while it's still wet with the product. You just need to use a mild soap like a dishwashing detergent and some warm water. Then using your fingers, just reshape it and store it with the bristles standing up while it dries. Okay guys, so that is all the tips and tricks I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video on diamond painting for beginners. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you did, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye for now.